This Sunday will mark a year after the deadliest anti-Semitic attack in U.S. history. The Tree of Life synagogue in Pittsburgh remains closed. The building hasn't reopened since the massacre. Tree of Life leaders say the attack will not define them and they will return, and now begins the planning process. They're envisioning a place for community and collaboration of worship, space for the Tree of Life and other partners, and a memorial for the 11 lives lost. The next step is hiring a strategic planning consultant to really develop a plan.
It's important because we have to. We don't let evil win, and it truly is about overcoming that and proving that by returning to the site.
Jewish organizations plan to mark the first anniversary on Sunday with community service events, a Torah study, and a public memorial service. I'm joined now by Rabbi Oren Steintz of the congregation Commemorate in West Elmira. Rabbi, it's always a joy to see you here. What is something we need to remember as we approach this anniversary?
Now, I read Rabbi Myers of Tree of Life's High Holiday sermon, one of them, last week, and I mean, he's a phenomenal spiritual leader that kind of got into this place, as some people call him, America's rabbi now, a position that he keeps saying, I never really wanted. And he kept saying, we're not going to let it, meaning October 27th, 2018, define us forever. It's not going to stop us from doing what we do. Tree of Life have been meeting at Rodef Shalom, one of the largest synagogues in Pittsburgh, for ever since the event. They haven't opened their building, but they've been having services every week. They've been having holidays, having Shabbat, having Torah study. Life goes on, and the community lives on, and this is what we need to remember. In Congregation Commemorate, like probably like any other congregation in the country, we'll be reading the names of the victims tonight. But this is not what it's all about. This is not only about the victims. It's not only about the disaster. It's about standing in the face of evil and saying, we will not let you win. We're going to keep doing what we're doing.
Yeah, it sounds like a very strong thing, and you had mentioned that you're, tonight's Shabbat service, obviously. What are some other things that we can teach our children concerning a situation like this?
I think I said it last year when you came to interview me right after the shooting. You said, the main thing to remember is hate is hate is hate. It's not specifically about anti-Semitism or about anti-immigration. We have to remember the killer specifically targeted this congregation because they were active and highest in the Hebrew Immigrant Aid Society that helps immigrants, Jewish or non-Jewish, all over the country. It's not only about anti-immigration, it's not about anti-Semitism, it's about hate. That Rabbi Myers called it the H word, which he refuses to use anymore. He's not going to say hate. He says, I dislike something. He said, I don't hate celery, I dislike it.
Yeah.
So we're just going to need to take this word out of our systems.
That's interesting. Thank you so much for that. We really appreciate it. Of course, there will be more on this story coming up this weekend on NBC Nightly News as we mark 1 year